For me, I believe that self-directedness is a basic human need. When a person is self-directed, that means the person would be intrinsically motivated to learn something. And since self-directed learning has something to do with intrinsic motivation, one of the key ways to help our students to be more self-directed is to give them the opportunity to be more independent, as well as to give them opportunities to make small improvements every step of the way to master what they are supposed to learn. So how can we go about doing it? I think one way we can try is to gradually release the responsibility of learning for our students.
GRR.
Yes, GRR. I think in general, when we start off a lesson or when we start off the module, we have to convince the students that this particular thing that they are learning has of value to them. We demonstrate how they can succeed, what they are supposed to learn. Then after which, we give them the opportunity to try, but with lots of guidance, from us. And finally, when we see the students being more confident, we can let go and give them the autonomy to go about discovering how they can really master the topic, the skills, or the knowledge that they are supposed to learn itself. Then at that point, we as teachers, we can safely, be by the side and be the encourager, be the motivator to encourage our students to master the thing that they're supposed to learn.
For me, I think self-directedness is not just teaching a curriculum, right? We are actually, it's part of our desired outcomes of education. Gerd Biesta has 3 domains of education: subjectification, qualification, and socialization. So what is qualification? Is the technique, let's say the technique of overhand throw, pull back, and then power generation, then release, follow through. That's the qualification. But just by teaching them the technique is not enough. So we have to talk about what makes sense to them. So the key thing about throwing and catching, it's not about the technique, it's about getting the pass there, the ball over. So what's important is reaction time, 0.3 seconds. You need to get the reaction time. If there's sufficient distance, any kind of throw is possible. But if I'm so close to you, right, or to Francis now, right, so close, I'm going to do overhand throw, it's going to reach him in less than 0.3 seconds. It's going to smack into his face, and that pass is not working. So if we need to slow down a pass, then we do a slow throw, maybe a lob throw or underarm, where you allow that 0.3 seconds to happen so that the receiver can catch. So the technique is just a qualification part. The subjectification part is making sense of the technique, making sense why we do, when we do, what we do, and how do we make decisions. What works for me is when I teach students reaction time. I show them how fast or what's the distance. When you throw at this speed at this distance, can you catch? So I get them to explore, explore. So near you throw, can catch or not? Or your eyes will be so fast that your eyes blink and then you missed it. So as they explore what is reaction time, then they also better ascertain when they do overhand, underarm, or even roll the ball. So if there's no need to rush, then do a pass that's safer. If you need to rush, then you want to send the ball fast and far, then maybe you're overhand. Then you work on the overhand more and more and more, because you realize that if I need to send something fast and far, I need that power generation. And then the technique comes in already. So it's like you teach a bit of technique, then you teach a bit of why, then you teach a bit of technique, teach a bit of why. As you go along, then they start to, then they start to ask. Then you stop somewhere and you start to ask, teacher, what if this, what if that? Because they start to think already, So when they start to ask questions, I think that's where self-directedness is starting to happen already.
So subjectification helps the students to see meaning in what they are learning. And if they see meaning in what they are learning, they see value in what they are learning.
Yes.
And when students see value in what they are learning, then we can safely say that the students will be more intrinsically motivated to learn.
Because they own that something.
Because what they are supposed to learn is something of value, and therefore they will have a higher chance of enjoying learning.
Yeah, they value to themselves, not so much the teacher.
To themselves, yes.
Yeah, to them, the value to themselves. So
Yeah,
that's
has to be
sense
from
making for them. What does
Yeah.
it mean to me, lah?
So sense making is something valuable for our learners.
Yeah,
And we should
yeah.
strive to help our students to make sense of what they're learning, see meaning in what they're learning. Also. Wow,
Yes.
thanks. That's a very powerful sharing that you have.